Collective. Your side of the story is going to leave somebody breathless for one of two reasons. If this is someone who was doing something towards you, they're going to be shocked at what you know. They never accounted for the fact that God will wake you up at 2, 3 in the morning and start depositing things into your spirit and then showing you things in your waking life to help you put together the entire puzzle. Some of y'all have solved mysteries and crimes and all kind of things, and the other person has no idea. Now, for some of you guys, this is what I was getting. Now, listen to this. Somebody's going to be shocked to know the connections, or there was like a ring, for example. Okay, so what I was getting is 7. There were 7 people who knew something about you or who came together about you. Or there was one person who went around to 7 different people individually and told them things and orchestrated some type of event or created, again, a ring. Now, this is the thing. It could be coworkers, family, friends, neighbors, political affiliates, sworn under oath officials. Like on paper, they're sworn to do all these great, wonderful things, and they don't. Okay, it's a little corrupt, right? Not a little, but for some of them, a lot. Then there are officials. Then there are unofficials, right? Okay, so it's not sworn into like office and all that kind of stuff, but it is just kind of like, listen, you have a duty to do right, and you taking advantage of your little power or whatever. Okay. Also with like spread and rumors. This is what I got too. They're going to be surprised that you know details of false reports, false accusations, or like trying to set you up. You know details, right? Names, places, times, everything, right? Then targeting. You have information. For some of y'all, it's targeting. Again, whether it's at work, or it's a boss who don't like how you get down, you're doing real good, so they're going to target you and create and orchestrate events to get you fired, right? Or a neighborhood type situation. Okay, take it where it applies. Also in relationships, like romantic relationships, wanting your friends to turn against you because, you know, that person did something wrong. And in order to punish you for finding out what they did, now they got to make everybody hate you. Okay, now watch this. There was a pipeline. For some of you guys who don't know, there was a pipeline created. And this is how things turned around. Watch this. First, it was the threats. Somebody saw you and it's like, oh, I got to get them to do this or do that. Whether, again, relationship, romance, coworkers, whatever. They're looking at it and they're like, okay, make some threats for you to bend to their will. Then, oh, you're not going to get down or lay down? Bet. Now I'm going to make attempts. What are those attempts? Witchcraft, attempts on your life, attempts to ruin your reputation, attempts to do all that, right? Then when that doesn't work, there is a failure. There is a moment of failure. And then there's the potential for exposure, which is causing stress and anxiety and sleepless nights and somebody sitting up biting their nails, right? And then at some point, the pipeline leads to acceptance of defeat. Right? So somebody has accepted the fact that you've defeated them. It's nothing that they can do. They're trying. If they try again, it's just going to be a waste of time, or they feel that way. Right? But then this is what I got for some of y'all. Somebody about to try to give you some hush money. You see something you wasn't supposed to see. You know something you're not supposed to know. And again, you might get waking up in the middle of the night and get some information. And you go to verifying this information. It leads you to here, to lead you to there. It's like God will put you on a treasure hunt. And each piece of the puzzle, you putting together something that you should have never known. You should have never been able to figure that out. You should have never been able to say, this person knows that person who knows that person over in that state because that country and over there and over there. How did you know that? It don't even have an address. It's only coordinates. And somehow you knew. So it gets deep, okay? Somebody gonna be shocked. Mouth to the floor. 2 cards jump out. I haven't seen them yet. These are the oracle cards, all right? You're figuring something out, and your side of the story is going to leave somebody gasping for air. What do we got? Ooh, confront. Wow. Face to face. You ready to talk? You ready to tell what you got? So anyway, this is confront. Some of you guys may actually speak up and say something because, again, you have to tell your side of the story. Oh, microphone. Hello. Can you hear me? Oh, yeah, they can hear you now. And unfortunately, somebody may have to be confronted. Now, ain't nobody saying you're going to get loud and it's going to be a whole wild thing going on. But at some point, somebody going to have to face what they've said, what they've done, what they've orchestrated. Okay, next card, I haven't seen it. Ooh, and then share the love. What did I say? Hush money? Did I tell y'all about the hush money? Somebody about to try to offer you some hush money. You might confront somebody about something they did. For some of y'all, it's gonna be something they did to you in childhood. And it's like, excuse me, you remember when you did this and that? It's like, man, you remember that? My bad. Please don't tell nobody. Let me offer you this big fat check, right? So for some of y'all, you're going to get a big fat check. For some of y'all, you're going to get a big fat, could be apology because it say share the love. So for some of y'all, you got people who not only going to lose their breath, but they might fall in love. You know, some of y'all have climbed out of ditches. And when you were in the ditch, people was looking at you like, oh, look at them. They dirty. Look at them. They leg broke. But you picked yourself up, dust yourself off, literally made yourself into what God said you was. And now it's like, oh no, I'm in love. So not only are they breathless because this the big one, Elizabeth, they're getting exposed. But in a way, it's almost kind of like, dang, you made your enemies fall in love. You made your ops fall in love. The same people who was trying to destroy you, not the same people can't stop gushing over you, can't stop thinking about you. Anyway, some of you guys are going to confront and you're going to open up the doorway. I'm also getting for other people. Y'all going to share information. Y'all going to share trial stories. Okay. All right, let's go ahead and let's jump into it. Very first card from the tarot. Oh, 3 of coins. Okay, now again, we talking money. Here goes some money. Here goes some hush money. Third party information. Somebody may try to reach out to you to ask you something on behalf of somebody else, right? I'm getting a very much so middleman, right? Also, again, somebody feels like this is some information that could be truly, truly, truly damaging to me, my future, my this, my that, my properties, my investments, da da da. So I need for a middleman. I need a mediator. I'm getting that. Somebody needs a mediator to come to you so that they can kind of almost be protected in a way. Cause it's like, I know what I did was wrong and I have to get in front of it. So somebody's trying to get ahead of something before you tell your side of the story. All right. Now, also for some of you guys, you could be getting approached. Again, I keep getting something about you getting approached, and it could be contracts. We need you to do something. We need you to say something. You was working at that job. Do you know that particular boss? Would you mind, giving us a statement or like there's a third party right now. For some of y'all, this that Shirley phone call. What they call it? Hey, Linda, this Shirley, right? They calling to talk about Charles. So somebody is sharing information, right? I'm also getting that too, because this 3, share the love. This is also something about information. So contract, teamwork, and build. Also, remember I was saying there were 7 people. The one person got 7 people, or 7 people grouped up. And this is, again, contracts. This is coming together. This is us doing something towards the collective that we keep between the group and we leave the collective ostracized, right? All right, let's look behind the scenes. Let's talk about something that the collective don't know, but we're going to put them on right now. Oh, 7 of Wands. Your side of the story knocks down every lie, every rumor, every misconception, every attempt, every piece of witchcraft, every demon sent, every witch and warlock. Do you see those people laid out on the ground? Spiritually, you kicking butt and you don't even know it. Some of y'all wake up tired. Why you so tired? I thought you got a full night's sleep. Well, I was using that baseball bat all night. And look at that. That's a 7. That's the 7 of Wands. Then I tell you, with 7 of them, spiritually speaking, your one baseball bat, 7 people, everybody got laid out. So just in case you didn't know it, just in case you didn't feel it, yeah, you may be tired, but you was whooping butt. You was laying people out, right? Again, your side of the story leaves people breathless. Maybe you said something and finally spoke up, and now the word is traveling, because I'm seeing that too. People whispering, word of mouth. And then I'm seeing people, you know how they got to ask sprinkles and extra. Yeah, they was out there with the baseball bat and their whole head was busted open and the ambulance came and they needed 95 stitches. I mean, people got to sprinkle on and add it on, but this time the sprinkling and adding on in your name got you out here looking like this. You could be a whole woman, 4'7", or you could be, this size. What's up? Okay, but it says defend, stand, resist. Some of y'all in the dream state, people come to confront you in a dream state and you run them off. And also, this is what someone is afraid of. Like if they want to confront you or ask you about something, the reason why they haven't stepped forward yet is because they know how you stand. They know how you get down. They know if they run up, they might get done up. You see what I'm saying? You ain't afraid to use that back because God told you to. Spiritually speaking, of course. Let's see what we got in the high vibrational position. What's good? What's positive about this whole thing? Ooh, the Page of Swords. So either you're the one who has a special ability to spy or to see things or to tap into things, or you're the one who's able to catch these type of things. Okay, so let's talk about it. If it's you, this Page of Swords, they're able to tap into devices and see things and know things. I feel like this is you. Again, remember, you're waking up in the middle of the night. God is giving you the downloads, the cheat codes, the access, the passes, the back doors, the keys, the puzzle pieces, right? So if this is you, this is you getting the information. And you see how she kind of sneaky. She's going into realms. She's going into places that the average person might not have access to. But some way, somehow, you're getting a backstage pass, a backstage key to a very limited space, very limited piece of knowledge or information. And you're going to be able to use it to your advantage. That's why it's in this position to say curious, alert, and vigilant. Now, the other thing that I'm getting from this is that somebody has been trying to tap in. Remember I said that people are coming into your dream state and you whacking them down? That's what I'm getting with this as well. It's like people are trying to tap into you. They're trying to get your code. They're trying to get, they're trying to spy. They're trying to get into your emails. They're trying to, get into your phone to check your messages, all that type of stuff. But it's just like, they can't. They're getting sent off. They can't tap in. They can't. And you know it. You sending somebody on a wild goose chase just because you know. Okay. Some of y'all are sending your ops and enemies in all kind of directions. I just got this. Oh my God. You know, in the Bible, it say, God will send your enemies running in 7 different directions. My God. I just got that the whole time. The whole time I've been writing and focusing on what God need me to say. This 7 here, they all tried to run, even trying to run in 7 different directions, they still got whacked. And when they get up, they ain't friends no more. Boy, you watching me get whacked? Other one like, man, I got whacked too. What you want me to do? They all going their separate ways. We can't even be cool no more. Okay, but anyway, 7, that number is very significant. It was 7 people, and God sent your enemies running in 7 different directions. Wow. Let's see what's on the low vibrational end. What's something you got to watch out for? Or these people, because they're going to be gasping for their breath. Okay. Low vibrational end, what we got? Ooh, 8 of Cups. What I tell you, they're going to get up and they're going to go in 7 different directions. But this is the thing. No. Y'all come on back. Remember the 7 y'all got together in the meeting? Okay, 7, we're going to get together and we're going to tell the collective side of the story. So the problem is they want to leave. They want to, what it say? Bounce, dip, and ghost. They want to chuck the deuces. They want to go. Remember I said God is going to send them in 7 different directions, right? But y'all all got to come back together for court. Y'all all got to come back together for this meeting because you want to give them some hush money. Y'all got to all come back together because, now you need them to help you because they built the boat like Noah and now it's raining. You see what I'm saying? So it's a lot of different reasons why they may go running off in 7 different directions, but they're going to come back under circumstances beyond their control. They might get dragged back. Okay. That's why they breathless. They so busy falling and getting dragged that by the time they get back to report or to confront, they're going to be gasping for air. So you want to leave. That's the thing. In any other position, they get to lead. They get to bounce. Okay, we going to get up. The collective beat us up and we got up and we ran in our different directions, right? The problem is, again, somebody getting dragged back. Oh, it ain't over just because you got beat up. No. Now you got to go pay for what you did. It beat up was just the first part. Okay. So anyway, they want to leave, but they can't. Somebody is stuck in a situation. They feel like if they leave the situation, it makes them look guilty. It makes them look bad, or it makes them look like everything you said from your side of the story. I'm seeing somebody sitting in a chair, rocking back and forth. They're nervous, real nervous about the outcome of something. They're waiting on something. So just like you may be receiving information in the middle of the night, somebody may be waking up in the middle of the night like, oh no, what if they found that out? And what if they found that out? And what if they found that out? Yeah. All night. All night long. Let's see what we got next 7 to 14 days as it pertains to this vibe. Ooh, the Hierophant. And you still schooling people and you still teaching lessons. Sometimes that's why people come into your orbit. It ain't forever. It's just for a lesson. When you learn your lesson, you can move on. Again, we're going to come back. We're going to settle this. And then you go back running in y'all 7 different directions. But again, somebody needs to learn from the master. Didn't I say that in a different reading? Like you are focusing on becoming that ascended master. This is this type of energy right here. Okay. You tapped in. You got other people trying to tap into you too. But this is what your outcome will be after you speak your truth. Somebody gonna be gasping for air because when you say it, when you reveal it, oh, that makes so much sense. And I think I got that for a different reading. Like you facing a harsh truth, but it's like, oh, that makes absolute total sense. Okay. So something is about to make sense. And also for some of you guys, this may be a person who's coming towards you, somebody who's going to help you, somebody who's going to, I don't know, speak on your behalf. Okay. Teacher, expert, guide. You schooling them up. Look, you schooling them. What we got on the bottom of the deck? Ten of Cups. And remember what I was saying about somebody's like you speaking up or you being proven like innocent or something wasn't right, like somebody lied about you and it's not what they said it was. It's like that's somebody's dream come true. Like you're not a thief, so you really a real person, right? Oh, okay. Dang. Well, they was feeling this like, I can't let myself fall in love with that person. I can't let myself like that person, right? There was a wall because it's like, because, as the report says, they a thief, they a liar. Or as this person says, ooh, they manipulative or they da. But when I find out that none of that stuff is true and you really are who you say you are, that makes a lot of sense why I kept feeling these little feelings. That's what somebody's saying and thinking, looking at you. And this is another thing of leaving somebody breathless. Like you make somebody breathless, romantically. All right. So it's say bliss, family, and fulfillment. Everything is coming full circle. For every lie the devil ever told, you're going to get a wish granted. You're going to get some type of emotional fulfillment, some type of, in the cups, it could be like a trophy or something. For everything that you've endured, for everything that you stood up through, and for everything that you've overcome, and for every lesson that you learned and then went back and schooled everybody else. So just remember, 7 different people, 7 different enemies, 7 different directions. Okay. And look, 7 beat downs, spiritually speaking, take it how it applies. Okay. So that's what I get for you guys. Thank you so much for watching. Make sure you guys like this video, subscribe to the channel, get in the comment section. Let me know how this video resonates with you, and stay tuned. Special announcement coming. All right. So I'll see y'all in the next video.